Greetings, traveler.
Alright guys, we're going to be watching an XQN game, but before we do that, I am quickly going to see what hero win rates look like on the current patch. Zarella has a 217 placement. That makes sense because the buddy is broken. AFK as well. Raynor is doing well. Yogg, Wag Toggle. Rukon AFK, Jirax is up there. Jailer up there. Millhouse. Kerrigan as well, yeah. This is a Kerrigan game, so kind of cool. So you can check this out yourself on hsreplay.net, or you could just get tracker, !tracker. I already spoiled a bit. It's going to be a Kerrigan game. Turn 1 money, that's makes sense because we have the Zerg. We're likely to still win the fight. Gets the time. Goes for the damage. I like doing that as well on Kerrigan. Actually like that Kerrigan is back in the meta. There was a moment where she was viable as well, where you just use it for tempo on the Zergling. But now we're gonna see there's like a more Zerg-centric strategy available. I haven't seen the full game yet, but I've heard what the strategy is. He's actually considering the Zergling here over Roach, which could make sense if he is thinking about trying to win the fight to reduce his buddy. He's still going to go for the scaling. So we have Chef's Choice, which is almost always good on the 5 gold turn. And then he just goes for the Cyclone and he holds the Chef. Is that because we know he's leveling, or we're just confident in our Roach strategy? See, these are little things that are just so nice watching a high level player. Yeah, looks like he leveled, right? So the reason why he holds the Chef's Choice is so that he can use it while he's on tier 3 and has a chance to get better cards, maybe on a tier 3 Naga or so. He Naga's in the shop. You could take Zergling here and tier, but he has a really nice shop here. This is actually very interesting already, because I mean it is just level Chef's Choice in the spell, but you also have the Zesty and the thing. You also have upgrade your Zerg, right? So man, there's a lot of options here. It's also nice to have the Spellcraft. It's very nice to have the Spellcraft. The reason why it's nice to have the Spellcraft is can throw that on the Zerg for the second round. Even though he had that Chef's Choice and he was thinking about leveling, he got a really nice shop and he just changed his plan. Yep. Continues to win, gets a lot of attack scaling, very nice. He got some really nice matchups early. I'm assuming that he's going to upgrade his hero power this turn, because I think he wants to get the tier 3 Zergs fast for his buddy as well. So if he feels like he always wins, it's just Roach right now. So he froze that careful investment, but he chose against it. I think it's because he knew he was going to have a 2-cost spell. Sorry, a 2-cost hero power. And then he was like, oh, I'll just freeze it and use the money. But then he figured out, well, I could also just roll a better 1-cost spell, or I could sell something off my board and buy another Chef's Choice. So he valued the chance to high roll more. That's so sad. Our big minion gets completely killed by Divine Shields. We're not going to lose, so it doesn't matter. So he probably wants to be tier 3 on his hero power before he uses the buddy. Simply because he has a chance to get the tier 3 Zergs then. Goes Lurker for scaling this turn. Yeah, just level and grab the pair. And then probably next turn it's hero power and buddy. That would line up pretty well, I guess. Throws the buffs on the shields. This feels like our first loss, right? There's a Hellcaller. We do have some scaling on this Lurker, maybe not. Yeah, we're probably fine. Yeah, this thing scaled a lot already. Beautiful. Yeah, he's in a wonderful position here. His buddy costs 1 gold only. It's a demon lobby. We've seen a lot of demon enjoyers. He does have the Hellcaller here, but his board doesn't really have the infrastructure for it. Zergling's kind of good tempo here. Yeah, he's doing that so that he has tier 3 Zergs. So now if he plays this, he could get Brand first, but you can't really hold it, right? He is going to want to play down a unit this turn, and he's probably going to throw both of his buffs on this Zergling because he copies his stats. He can't really level this turn either. Okay, he's getting the Coil Scar. I think we just see if we get Ultralisk or Infestor or the Viper here first. Infestor, yeah. Infestor is great scaling. That's why we want to see that first, because Overconfidence counts as a card played. So does the Elemental in the shop. So I don't know how much he's gonna do here to scale, or if he's gonna care. It's a bit weird, yeah. You could sell both the Reefs to just play Tyrant Tempest, and that way you can play down a unit. Okay, he's just not going to use the copy. Oh, actually, the Reefs counts as cards played, so yeah, we're not selling them. Infestor is just any card, which is great. So essentially what we did here is we made the judgment call that our opponent leveled to 5 and we didn't, and we just got reasonably strong with this Investor buff, so we said, okay, we're not going to go for the copy. Even though I took Zergling earlier, my plan changed, because the money was just really awkward, we didn't want to do it. Which is pretty sick. So now he has a permanent Infestor, and playing cards like Overconfidence gives his board +1/+1. Even the Spellcrafts, yeah. I guess that's just Viper, right? Yeah. So the objective for XQN right now is to find Rylak, because his buddy is a Battlecry. Reef is pretty good because he doesn't have beasts on board, so you could use that to dig, and it's cards played. Okay, he doesn't care. Gems are cards too, yeah. I feel like we just sell Zesty, right? We just use the hero power. We just use the Spellcraft on the Zesty in the shop. But the buddy is a Battlecry effect, so that's why he's heavily considering just keeping that to try and re-trigger it to get more buddies for free. So if he wants to settle for tempo on this shop, he can take the foodie because it's a lot of cards, because the gems count as cards. Okay, looks like that's what he's gonna do. And then he's gonna settle on the 1-cost spell, or he's just too strong here. I love this, man. This is some classic like XQN, like I'm not gonna respect this dude. I'm XQN. I'm way too. I'm way too strong to pay money. I love that. That is so clean. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. He has a 42 immune venom on the board. Got a nice amount of scaling. Oh, and it hits the spot. That's, yeah. See, it's these things that are so good. It's where these top level players really gain an edge, where they just don't waste money when it's not needed, and they don't lose health when it's not needed. I mean, almost never. That's where I fall short still quite a lot of the time, where I definitely lose health where I shouldn't, and sometimes I lose money where I shouldn't. Double Infestor turn. Okay, now it's time. Oh, he was holding for that. That does make sense. He's like, I could get double Infestor next turn, and that would go hard. I don't think he's going to go for double T-set, but the free rerolls are nice. He is going to go for double T-set. Wow. Okay, looking for Bran. Foodies are a lot of stats, but he's still going to do it? Okay, cool. But he is happy with the stats. Yeah, he's going to take his rolls. Still looking for that Rylak, potentially. I wonder what he was looking for with those 5s. I guess Bran is still really nice in an elemental lobby. Or blood gems. Whee! I guess he has to check which one is the permanent one, yeah. Okay. I guess he plays it, yeah. Master of Realities is like kinda cool, but he has to do so much to make that work. That's some pretty cool information here for you guys. Card is anything. Gem, spellcraft, spell. So every time he plays a gem, his whole board gets +1/+1 and +2/+2 because he had double Infestor. And because he timed it so well, he was really just like squeezing that value. He did not lose any extra health, but he saved his resources. And then because he saved his resources, he now got such a strong board that he's then going to continue saving health, which is then going to give him even more freedom to be greedier, which is then going to give him even stronger boards, which is then going to make him even greedier, and so on. It's just this, it's this, how do you call that? It's this loop, it's this flywheel of just better board, more money makes better board, which gives you more money, which gives you better board, which gives you more money. And the opposite is true as well. You make mistakes, you're weak, you have to make short-term inefficient plays, which makes you even weaker long-term, which makes you even more desperate, and you need to make more short-term decisions, and that's how you end up dying early in the game. I've definitely been through that evolution myself. So unfortunately, he's not finding the Rylak, so he's not able to get more buddies. It would be really nice if he did. But he is banking a goof. That's fine. The streamer mic is on even in VODs. You are welcome past XQN. He does feel a little sad that he doesn't have it now, but he does have a coin. So if he does feel outrageously strong, he can sell too. All right, I'm going to fast forward a little bit because I don't want to sit here for 50 seconds if he's not going to do anything, but I'll rewind if he does something. Okay, he's just pumping the spells. Okay, let's watch the pretty numbers. Oh. He's like, fuck it, we're going in. I like it. I love it. Screw the Nagas. We're going in, baby. He sold 120 worth of stats for a Rylak. What a true Giga Chad. And he gets a Mutalisk first troubles. Okay, that doesn't look too good. I'm gonna be honest, that does not look too good. Oh, but he can make a golden buddy though. Golden buddy is 2 buddies, I'm guessing, yeah. Okay. Because if he has to farm like 1 at a time, he can just get like Mutalisk and Baneling, and then he's like, But imagine if it was another Infestor, right? That would be sick. He's already in the top 2. Oh, I'm so sad this game isn't going harder. Yeah, he has an Ultralisk that is now morphing, and he can choose to go for Infestor, but it's likely that he's going to go for Golden Buddy here, so he's not playing too many cards. It's either that or he just doesn't do the Rylak thing anymore, right? Because he has the option to not go for the Rylak thing and just go full tempo here. Because he does have to pay 9 gold for that Golden Buddy, and there's like another Rylak in the shop, and he's not happy with the Mutalisk. He's like, this is what I sold my board for? What the hell, bro? Okay, he is... Okay, a man of the people, chat. A true content creator. Turn 11, final opponent. Go for the memes. Oh, right, he does get... Oh, he gets 2 instantly. That is true. So wait, now he has 1 Viper, 1 Ultralisk permanently, 1 Infestor permanently, and the other one is morphing. That's interesting. He's considering to play another Rylak here. And we love him for it, chat. That's actually so perfect. 17k, but still memeing. This has got to be like statistically incorrect, I guess, to play that Rylak. Well, oh my god, that's a big board. Well, it's actually more damage than it is health because it's a golden rat scale, so it's not that big. And he does have Viper for Venom. Oh, he got 2 Vipers from that and 2 Ultralisks, so it's the same. It's the same one every time. Oh, the Viper is so strong, man. I thought he was going to take way more damage from that board. But the Viper is deceptively strong. You don't really want to triple it, though. Does it become better when you triple it? Or is it one of those cards that's just whatever? Okay, but Golden Ultralisk you definitely like. Is the Viper just like... No, the Viper is always immune, right? I think the Viper just sucks when you triple it, unfortunately. Warping? Yeah, it just shows how good Warping is. Okay, he's just gonna hold that Viper and end on it, and he's gonna milk 1 more turn. I love that. Because the reason why we have a good suspicion here that he's gonna milk 1 more turn is that he hasn't played his Viper yet. If he wasn't gonna milk, playing Viper first would buff the Viper with his Infestors. So, Mutinous is kind of good, because we're probably gonna get rid of that buddy at some point, right? Okay, he's not interested. He does have Dagger Spine in his hands. It's just one of those things. Oh, okay, so he does do a little bit of an order mistake, but whatever. I guess it's also, he just needed to see the taverns, right? Maybe he hadn't bought that Dagger Spine yet. Okay, not gonna go for the Mutinous. He does have Avalanche in his hands, and he has a Bramble, which is an elemental. Okay, so he could Avalanche the buddy or so. That's fine. Oh, he's gonna do that already to play a taunt because he has Bramble. Okay, that's fair. So yeah, a couple of stats missed, but again, you don't really know for sure if you're actually gonna do that or not. Nice hit there. The Ultra Cleave. Bam! poison. A little sad that we're not milking the Rylak longer. But imagine if he had rolled the Rylak earlier in the game. That could have been so insane. Viper becomes immune when attacked. That'd be so troll. My unit is immune while attacking and while being attacked. Of course. So we have a sewer rat on our board. I guess he's gonna go technician for the extra cleave. But you put Viper first, don't you? Because the cleave is scary if it dies. I guess if the cleave dies, then you just hit with the other cleave or you hit with the Viper, right? Yeah, I guess the technician always gets value. Well, not really, because if they attack first and kill the technician, then your cleave only attacks one time, whereas your Viper would always attack 2 times. He has Wind Fury, but he doesn't have beasts, right? Old Bran for funsies. He's got the gems, so he has the poison, and it's still cards for his infestor. Oh, by the way, guys, XQN wasn't uploading on YouTube for quite a while, but he's back. So make sure to subscribe to him on YouTube. I'll put the link in the chat after this, and the editor can, yeah, you can put it in the description, I guess, or on the comment. It's fine. All right, he has another round here. Yeah, XQN is generally rank 1 Europe, which is crazy to say. Right now, I think he's a little below another guy, but it's pretty silly how consistent he is. He goes for Bran here. I love it, bro. Sells his poison. That finds a Leroy. Yeah. So decisive. He's like, eh, it's worth it. He doesn't really have another card to play here, but I guess he just cycles and ends with overconfidence. Just in case the opponent is alive. Pretty silly here. I don't hate shielding Viper, but obviously Golden Ultralisk with a shield is good. Let's see where he puts that. Golden Ultralisk, and then move it back a bit. Okay. Alright. Yeah, if you would have to go who's like the all-time like most consistent good player in Europe, it's definitely XQN for me. He's just basically the guy was rank 1 when I learned the game. That's pretty crazy, huh? Oh, we tied? Okay. Oh boy, we're still here. Wow. Wait, the guy is scaling. Wait. It's not over. The guy has the Golden Drakari. Like, I'm just chilling here. Like, we're not really scaling anymore. So that brand pickup, even though it felt a little bit like trolling, like he's just like, oh, no. I need this with my infestor. Because my opponent is still getting bigger. Chameleon. Ooh. How can we Chameleon? Yeah. Poison's okay to end on. The coin is a free spell for your guy. That's nice. Okay. How can we Chameleon? The answer is we don't. Another Leroy. But this is where he sells his Bran if he wants to get the Thrasher on board this turn. But looks like he's happy to keep Bran and just end on the Leroy. Probably cycling the shield here to be gold efficient and keep the Void Earl in the hand. Unless he just wants to get the +1/+1 from the Void Earl. So now it's more like a positioning. The chat is saying, go Nomi, he will never see it coming. That is so chat. Okay. So he likes Void Earl. Basically. That's what I'm getting from this. He doesn't want the Leroy. Going for the shield and the poison, okay. How's the other guy scaling? He's using Fauna end of turn. Okay. So essentially we're using the Void Earl to protect our cleaves and Viper and stuff. The hits are kind of bad here though, but that is nice. Is that it? 12. No, he armored. Oh man, I'm just thinking about this game where if we had a little bit more time, it would have been so much fun. All right, it's another double infestor round, which makes him weaker, right? Oh no. Wait, are we losing this round? Okay, he does have double dagger spine. That is good. He could just cycle the glow scale, flow to gold, play the dagger spine, and just go in for the kill. But he does have 2 infestors, so that is the annoying part here. Yeah, he's using coin. I guess he tears. Yeah. Could freeze the shield, yeah. Oh, he's thinking about selling infestor for a shield? Wow. These are the plays that I just never do, but I see why, because now he can shield his Viper, which is really strong. Don't you like shielded Viper? It's kind of like shielded warping, right? He's afraid of the Viper getting Leroy? No. I really like shielded Viper. It's one of those, like shielded warping is like a house, right? Okay, blaster, so it doesn't end up mattering. Cleave kills Leroy. Wait, oh no, chat. Oh no! We're getting outscaled! Oh man, this is actually really close. Jesus. I thought it was over 3 rounds ago. What? This got really exciting. Okay, so now he does have Ultra. He sold his permanent infestor because he wanted to have a chance to really go in. These are the end games where I just rip my hair out, right? I'm like, why am I not just so much bigger than my opponent that it doesn't matter? All right, another Bramble. He's like, all right, go in. Full Bramble, full everything. He can taunt the dagger spines. That's beautiful. That taunt is actually really good because he has 5 units that need to attack. He has 5 units that need to attack, so being able to taunt the dagger spines is wonderful. I mean, I think this might be it, right? This is probably his best chance he has to kill the guy, because we're no longer scaling, and now we have double venom. He also moved to golden cleave back. Yeah, that blaster is actually not doing him any favors here. Oh, I think we got him, chat. Yeah, the Bramble Witch attacks. Okay, wow. No. I mean, damn. That was way closer than I thought it would be. But now I want to try this myself. I want to get a Rylak and I want to farm infinite Zergs.